this onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
All right, come on. Hey, turbo one. Out.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that'll hurt
They're
the
gonna
average a bit. This time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss on that play. And now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And now the rookie's free. He may go. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Room here to run. Taking it right down Broadway. He's on his way. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
All right.
Two and now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one, and here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3. Now a timeout taken. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Dolphins just continue to roll. Miami set to take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Here is 3rd and 5.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be out right at the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And you start to see how comfortable he's getting with this offense. He's understanding his blockers, understanding the playbook a little bit more, understanding his usage rate, and he's really thrived in the first part of the year.
And he's got some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one 28 yards on the ground.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 14 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
Turbo 3, kick.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Ready.
Now a handoff as they run left side. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.
Even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta It's the National Football.
The Dolphins offense ready to take over here for the first time at 5.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So Miami coming out for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. As they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. 3rd and 2. Now they try the right side here. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
On second down, they'll run it here. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Tua. This will be caught at the 2. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Well, fair to say they've got something here, this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. Standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He has had...
All right.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Tua now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got his running back out of the backfield. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Tua setting up shop to throw again.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
All right, let's go.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Derek Brown in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defense is...
It's the NFL on EA.
The Dolphins offense about ready to get going. They are 6-0 here to start the year. After the turnover, it's Tua. And this is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step toward forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
It's a good gain of 11, sets them up first and goal. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in the... So Miami coming out for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be
there he goes, right side. Racing to the end zone. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6.
Get set. Out.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Ice jam! Ice jam!
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
81 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
They'll get this down to the 38. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
So as
out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these.
And now off to the races down the right side.
He's on his way.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards.
And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
Ready. 32 stinger. Once and let's go. Out.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Good move at the 30. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field.
Ready.
It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Right back to him on first down. Gets past one man. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Boy, 196 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And now the rookie's free.
Inside the 10.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 65 yards.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
3rd and 9 here.
20, TX. Ready.
Back to throw here. That is caught. And some room to maneuver.
Now he's loose again.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lenya, a little extra on top.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over. You bragging ignorance. You lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious. I feel my wrath. Did you ever fit in my clearly cracked mission with crass intention? You may have given them credit so you can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the hype of going to play down. You pray for distance from God, but me it's too late now. Preparation beats opportunity.
Hey, who got me?
It's the net.
The Dolphins offense ready to get going here. 7-0.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 72 yards. And the Dolphins get the up. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the worst.
Dolphins offense returning to the field.
Ready. Hey, turbo one, turbo one. Set.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. Doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead.
Well, this has all the makings of a landmark day running.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've got the lead.
Check. Turbo one, high, to the line. Hey, turbo two, turbo.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Now they try the right side here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, 193 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. Back to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. His throw incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
There he goes again.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first-half lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a 28-0 lead, you figure they're just going to be happy to take this lead right into the locker room.
Ready. All right, fellas, listen up.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to work. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Past the 20. Flop. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really...
The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now he's into the clear again. He may go. Touchdown. A great play there. 72 yards. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well,
here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Tua going to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 221 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now Tua going to change the play. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Throw over the middle. Going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now they'll change things up. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense.
Ready. 20 TX. Hey! Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Ready, shot.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dive.
We're rolling now, boys.
Now that was some teamwork out there, fellas.
It's week 9 of the NFL, and the Beast of the East will take on the best of the West. It's the Dolphins and the Chiefs, and it's all up next.
The NFL has come to Germany as you get a look inside Deutsche Bank Park here in the bustling city of Frankfurt. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, a momentous day of football ahead. Now, last year we had our first ever regular season game here in Germany. That was down in Munich. Today, Frankfurt gets the spotlight, the first of 2 in this hub of commerce.
And this is year.
The Dolphins offense about ready to get started. 8-0 is their record to start the year.
All right, let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Escapes the defender. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game.
So Miami coming out for their second drive.
Hey, get set. Turbo 1.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Tua now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to...
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half.
Ready. Ready to stinger.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And his throw here is incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for him upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
We see this a lot.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row.
Now he's loose again, and he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
It's a big play there for Miami. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Right back to him on first down.
get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 22 yards.
And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right. Miami set to take over. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. Tua's going to change things up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
All right, let's go.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 48 yards.
And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that.
Comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
There he goes again.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards.
And the Dolphins are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
So now here come the Dolphins.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 20.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. 74 yards.
And the Dolphins are...
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And now the rookie's free.
He's on his way.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. Well, business as usual for them, well on their way to another victory. a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match.
It's week 11 of the NFL, and we're going to look here at All-Pro Devontae Adams. He's coming off a 120-yard game through the air last week. It's the Raiders and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. The Dolphins offense rested and ready coming off the open weekend.
Ready. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
All right, fellas, listen up.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add them. Miami's offense set and ready to go.
Turbo three, let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Touchdown! A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Get set, 21G.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. There he goes, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're going to speed things up here.
Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots.
And now the rookie's 3. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
Go ahead.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
You chop my
7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
44. Ready.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Now he's loose again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 54 yards. And the Dolphins will add on to the Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
Ready, set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the...
Dolphins offense returning to the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the...
Ready. Out.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the...
Down the numbers. There he goes. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. Now they'll run it on the toss.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule...
Down the numbers! There he goes! And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. A little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one.
Hold up, listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you let me. Giving them credit so.
It's week 12 of the NFL, and we've got the Dolphins, bruising running back. He had a performance for the ages last week, one of the greatest we'll ever witness. It's the Dolphins and the Jets coming up next.
The Dolphins offense in the midst of a perfect season. They get their first possession here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended...
There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Just an unbelievable start. Less than a minute in, they're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
21-0 our score after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
All right, let's go. Out.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance. 4 first. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
It's safe. Go ahead.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 24. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
All right, let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team.
The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That was Carl Lawson in pursuit that time, and he gets the stop.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And now the rookie's free. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 31-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now they'll run it on the toss. take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the... Miami set to take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. There he goes again. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Dolphins have... Dolphins offense returning to the field. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play. They'll start on the ground here on first down. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's to the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 95 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And partner, are you kidding me with this game? And out come the Dolphins now. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Oh, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this... The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They juked him. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's loose again. Inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and... The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
Ready, set.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Breaks through the contact. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here... Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed
They did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every...
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over. You bragging ignorance. You lack the vision for sacrilege. My clearly cracked the mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit, so do be safe now. This ain't the end, and you might as well go and...
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the Dolphins' versatile running back. He's coming off a historic game, topping Adrian Peterson's 2007 mark of 296 rushing yards. It's the Dolphins.
The Dolphins offense in the midst of a perfect season.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 62 yards.
And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
85 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
32 Stinger.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss.
And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 38-yard line.
That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try at halftime. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Ready, set.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. There he goes again. He's got a full head of steam. The race is on. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 96 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Go ahead and give him... Dolphins offense returning to the field.
Ready. Set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground to about the 35, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down the right sideline, inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. This is... The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
All right, come on.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Dolphins are going to be... Miami's offense set and ready to go.
Ready. Out.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Now he's loose again. He's on his way. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Hey, at least they were running the ball on the final play instead of trying to throw it to rub it in, but they still got in the end zone. I kind of blame that, though, defensively. They were just kind of not even willing to stop them.
Yeah, they had an opportunity, but I think they looked at the scoreboard and said it doesn't matter either way, and that probably affected them on that play, and they ended up
It's Week 14 of the NFL.
The Dolphins offense in the midst of a perfect season. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
There he goes, right side. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 71 yards. And the coming out for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. There he goes, left side. He may go. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are in. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
Get set.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. There he goes again, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. Doing it again with his third touchdown. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Now he's into the clear again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins continue to pull away. Miami set to take over.
Get safe. Go ahead. Out.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchises. Undefeated.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. 54 yards. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Well, that's a good-looking.
The Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now a timeout taken.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Right back to him on first down. Past the 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. So we've hit halftime here. All right, we'll... The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now he's loose again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 38 yards. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Ready. Out.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Right. Turbo 2, ice jab. Ice jab, turbo 2, ice jab.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ready, set.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. There he goes again. Inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
Ready. Out.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's free up the left sideline. Now look out. And he'll be taken down at the 26. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the Dolphins offense returning to the field.
Get safe. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Now he's into the clear again. Now look out. To the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lenya, a little extra on top. One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take a knee?
And that just makes the final margin even more lopsided. I think they earned themselves a cold drink from the fridge, right?
There's no
Maybe
doubt
some
about
pretzels, too, some hummus. Go crazy.
See, we've learned.
Go crazy.
We have learned the Madden way of doing things.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an...
When we doing the game balls? Hey, I'm ready to get my game ball.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. Never been afraid to play my cards. What's the risk to it? Stop, here we go. Bucket off the pick and roll. Shit, gotta go. We don't move it scary. Last time.
It's week 15 of the NFL. And coming.
The Dolphins offense in the midst of a perfect season. They get their first possession here. And the focal point of the offense, as it's been all year, is this man at running back. Boy, he's been great.
He had the game to end all games last week, did he not? I mean, every time we looked up, it seemed like he was in the end zone.
And let's face it, I didn't want to look up. I was enjoying what I was seeing on the field. Now, it's highly unlikely that he does it again, that type of a game. But maybe a couple of touchdowns? I think that's within reach.
A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
Here's 2nd and 10. Well, this offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season.
And now off to the races, down the right side. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level.
Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC. So Miami coming out for their second drive.
They're right here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tell me where it hurts. Hard.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's a give up the middle. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown give.
And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half.
Tua now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And powering, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for a touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy. There he goes, left side. Now they can't bring him down. Inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is just...
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Well, these two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them play.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Touchdown Dolphins! From 19 yards away.
And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
And he is going to have a Miami 1st down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the center.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Able to slither by. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins are closing in on a 14-0 run. Miami's offense set and ready to go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Fighting through, and he's got space. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 34 yards.
And the Dolphins extend their fourth. Miami set to take over.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Now he's loose again. Now look out. He's to the 20.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lenya, a little extra on top.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
It's Week 16 of the National Football League, and we've got C.D. Lamb. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Cowboys and the Dolphins. All that and more coming up next.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium. The Dolphins offense in the midst of a perfect season. They get their...
All right, let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now he's loose at the 40. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Dolphins are able to... So Miami coming out for their second drive.
Get set. Out.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
All right.
2nd and 10. And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is
down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins will take the... The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half.
Get set. Go ahead. To the right. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, he's got some break. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their play.
There he goes, right side, inside the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Dolphins... The Dolphins getting set to go here.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up.
Dolphins offense returning to the field.
Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some space here. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Ready.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Dolphins have made it a 3-score game now here in the fourth. Miami's offense set and ready to go. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations.
Right.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 48 yards. And the Dolphins tack on another score as they have. Miami set to take over. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And Charles, a lot of happy faces.
It's week 17 of the NFL, and we've got the Dolphins.
The Dolphins offense in the midst of a perfect season.
All right, fellas, listen up. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 59
And the Dolphins are able to strike back. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
Get set. Turbo three, kick.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep with the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
126 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
They're right here.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on... Well, we're in the last...
Turbo two.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Another catch there for Waddle. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense.
Ready, set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. There he goes again. He's on his way. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have scored. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field.
Ready. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Now he's into the clear again. He may go. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Dolphins get a... Dolphins offense returning to the field.
Hey, get set. Out.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Dolphins are closing in on that. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Powering his way forward. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
All right.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And now here's a carry heading left. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Dolphins tack on. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
Get set. Hey, long.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit, but for them,
I clearly cracked the mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one will stop to the most even. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in.
I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though.
But I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. Laying cement when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teeth. And you can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act evil. Preparation means opportunity, maybe. Being great is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't faze me. You ain't really hard like you imagine and bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives.
But I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted. Want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W taking off, got the flight plan. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. Get the right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it back, and run it back, run it, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the runs. Run it back when I told it run. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra, ultra, ultra fast. I ain't with the boulder dash. Run it back, running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Not the act, and run it back, and you see how I act. Within I lack, feeling like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Solo might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told him I'd be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the trunk with his fire tag. Punch the gas, running to the future past. I'm done with that, but if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back. Run it back, I got the devil in my eye, I'm doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, I'm doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, I'm doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight. Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag.
Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me, mine. Keep with a rip. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. Made a name for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. HRE wanna drop with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hit my line now. Thinking I'm gon' find out. 1v1, you done, go wide out. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama, ain't no crying. On me,
It's Week 18 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Stephon Diggs.
The Dolphins offense in the midst of a perfect season.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Across midfield. He's on his way.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down. So Miami coming out for their second drive.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Dolphins have broken our... Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Room here to run.
Now he's loose again. He's on his way.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Might he be on his way?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. There he goes again. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. There he goes left side. Inside the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They find some open field here. Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
Get to the line!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Oh, good move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Nifty move. He may go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Dolphins look poised to reach 17-0. Dolphins offense returning to the field. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. 25 yards. And the Dolphins are able to stretch out their lead. I suppose it... So now here come the Dolphins.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year, 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020s, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high.
Hope my mama was watching tonight.